You know, that must be something... The name must be something that comes every time you tell someone your name, that you must get those ones. What is the name?
Yeah, Anthony in there from the Red Hot Chili Peppers. What a surreal thing to be able to say. Anthony in there from the Red Hot Chili Peppers. I grew up with that band, they're brilliant. And he was going, Batty, what? And Batch. Oh, Bat, right, Cumberbatch.
But this is your real name. This isn't a stage name.
It is my real name.
Hey, Sherlock, I'm loving Sherlock Holmes. I can't wait to see the next series. Are you watching Sherlock on BBC? Incredible. I think we have some Cumberbitches in this evening.
Oh, don't be rude.
That's what they call themselves on the internet.
I know, they do.
They're very protective, very loyal of you.
They're really loyal.
What can we expect in the new series? Is it the same one? Is it only 3 episodes?
It's only 3. It's 3 1.5-hour films, and they're fantastic. Oh, they're good, though.
Yeah. Well, for you looking at that way, that's 9 half-hour shows, so you could spread them out if you want. You could ration them.
Exactly. Thank you. I'll remember that for next time. No, they were fantastic to do. They're brilliant scripts, and we've upped the game. And we're playing with the really big stories from the Conan Doyle canon. We're doing Irene Adler, and we're doing The Hound of the Baskerville, and also The Reichenbach Falls. So. It's very exciting. I'm
really looking forward to them. When you started shooting it, had the Sherlock Holmes movie with Robert Downey Jr. already come out?
Yeah, we had a school outing. We went to see it because it was Christmas, wasn't it, last year? And we all went to see it, and we're duly impressed. I really enjoyed it. And we all sat there going, well, this is great. It's fantastic. It's an utterly different take, even if it's of the original period. And we're not really going to be in competition with one another. So that was great. And then I went straight to the gym after I saw the bare-knuckle fight scene.
You know, one of the things which I loved about it, and it was a brave move, I think, you're doing quite a traditional Sherlock in some ways, but at the same time it's set in the modern day.
Yeah.
But you decided to go, I guess I don't know, it was your choice or the choice of the people in charge of the whole production, you didn't go the deerstalker route. The classic Sherlock Holmes look is, as we all know, it's the deerstalker hat. This is what, if a tourist comes to England and wants to see a Sherlock Holmes thing, they want the full Monty. They want that.
They do.
They want this, they want this, they want that.
Very good. Very good.
That's what they want. Check out the Chili Peppers. Flea's working it. They're punching it out. Look at everyone's getting in on the action.
I'd love a photograph of that.
The room full of Cumberbitches over here.
Yeah. he knows how to say Cumberbitch. He can't do Cumberbatch.
No, that's great. That's fantastic.
Can we clear up a rumour here?
Please do.
And I don't know it may be more than a rumour or not. I read way back when I first saw you Sherlock, someone said you'd been offered Doctor Who and you decided not to do it. And then I read afterwards, someone said, no, he wasn't offered it. There was talk about you, but before it got to the offering stage, you withdrew from it anyway. You decided you didn't want to be considered for Doctor Who.
Yeah.
Then I read something from you saying, which seemed to me like you were leaving it open because you said, someone said, would you ever be in an episode of Doctor Who? And you said, well, I wouldn't be in an episode of Doctor Who, which I think means maybe you would do more than one if you were Doctor Who. So, here's the deal. Were you offered Doctor Who?
No.
Did you want to do it?
No.
Would you like to do it?
No.
You thought quite a long while about
Well,
that.
I mean, to be completely honest about it, you know, the rumours started because David Tennant and I are Matt Smith and I are friends as well, and he kept it very quiet that he got it. You know, David's a friend of mine, and he said, "Are you going out for my old job?" And I went, no, I don't think I am. Because it comes, especially after him, and I think that's why Matt's done such a phenomenally good job of it.
Big shoes to fill.
Huge shoes to fill.
Would you have found it limiting, do you think? Because I've met David a few times while he was doing it, and he was always so generous and giving of his time with the fans, but that was like a job in itself. Just him going out somewhere, if kids saw him, you know, for them it's Doctor Who, and they're all out, and it's like he has to give them time, and also there are figures of you, there's toys out there. I don't think they've done any Sherlock toys, have they?
No, they haven't.
OK, so...
What a missed opportunity. Get onto it, John. You know these people, you can get the merchandise.
Would you like to be on a flask?
Well, to be honest, that is one of the reasons I think the Doctor Who job is so hard. It's because you are on the flask, you're on the school lunchbox. You have to sometimes go on the school bus as Doctor Who to do sort of promotional tours of it. And I quite like sort of keeping my work on the set or you know, at the theatre and then going home and trying to be myself.
Now, before we talk about Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy, which obviously we will, your gap year, you taught English to Tibetan children and some adults in a monastery near or on the Himalayas.
Yeah, it was in the foothills of the Himalayas in Darjeeling, just outside of Darjeeling, a little hill station.
That's got to be the poshest gap year I've ever heard about.
It was, well, it was quite rough and ready. It was a very cold, concrete sort of basement room that I was in, and what was amazing about it was the location. You'd open the window in the morning. It was there winter as well, so literal clouds would roll into your room like dry ice, but they were clouds. We were that high up. And you'd sort of be woken up at 5 in the morning by puja, the prayer ritual, which would be going on at the top of this converted Nepali house. It was amazing. It was quite hard, but...
And so, did you have to join in, or were you allowed to be the way you were?
They really wanted me to just be myself and bring whatever I had from home and just enjoy that. And it was just about having a Westerner and a different cultural sort of influence amongst them. And I think that was the fairest point of the exchange. I mean, I got to see everything they did, and it was just, it's extraordinary. It's a very hard life, but they have a lot of fun. They know how to have a good time. And
so the monks have a good time. How does it? What's a really good night for a monk?
They love watching. They loved watching Braveheart when I was there. And they were...
So monks. So hold it. Tibetan monks are big Mel Gibson fans.
Well, they like the idea that, you know, in that film, they're the Scottish oppressed minority, and of course the English are the Chinese.
So they see that,
there was all of that, and it was an amazing experience.
If you were lucky enough to see, it was here in London at the National Theatre, was it? Was it the National Theatre? And it was also shown at some cinemas. They did a live theatre night.
They did NT Live,
Benedict with Johnny Lee Miller, they performed in a stage version of Frankenstein. You know, the great classic novel by Mary Shelley. It was directed by Danny Boyle, and you switched parts every other night, didn't you?
We did, yeah. Well, every night. I mean, every time we did it, it was alternating.
So you played the creature, the Frankenstein monster, one night, and the other night you played Dr. Frankenstein, Dr. Frankenstein. I saw you playing Frankenstein. The creature, rather. That was probably the more fun of the two roles, wasn't it?
It was the more unusual challenge, definitely. I mean, I enjoyed playing Dr. Frankenstein, Victor Frankenstein as well, actually, as he was in ours. And the creature, though, was the exceptional ask.
It's incredible. It started with you in what was kind of a synthetic womb almost on stage, I guess, and you could see, as the audience, as we were filing in, after a while you realised that there was someone in this kind of big, fleshy sack on stage, moving and writhing. It was a bit disconcerting. And then you popped out and you're naked on stage. You pop out covered in goo and naked. But I thought I saw you doing something while you were in the...
Oh, Lord.
In the sack.
Oh, Lord.
Am I right in this?
I thought you were being too clean.
Am I right in this?
I was stretching.
No,
my arms.
But I thought, OK, you were touching yourself.
What?
You were. And then we thought, well, if you're going to come out naked, you would want to be looking your best.
It's a hard thing to ask in an air-conditioned theatre full of 1,100 people, so especially when you're in that sack and you hear, oh, is it him? I wanted to see Johnny Lee Miller. And you're going, wow. I've got to move around this stage naked for 15 more minutes before I
have, of course, reduced it to the silliest level, but it was a remarkable performance. And from both of you as well. I mean, he was great the night I saw him. I'd like to have seen him as the creature who I didn't get a chance to see there. All right, Tinker, Tailor, Soldier, Spy, one of the most exciting and most anticipated cinematic events in my house, certainly. I've been looking for it so much. It's out on the 16th of September. I'm sure there must have been... Everyone must have been excited about working with each other, because as a cast list, I don't think you could really afford it. There's Gary Oldman in it, and people are already saying that's a role that may well win him an Oscar. Certainly, I'm sure he'll be nominated. You have John Hurt in it, Mark Strong, there was Tom Hardy, you know, just an incredible cast. I think it was so good. I think Ian McKellen is in there. He's operating the photocopy in one of the scenes, just in the background. But it really is. Colin Firth, of course, as well. You know, what is that a good thing, or is that a daunting thing to go and think, OK, I'm working with the best in my profession, I've got to up my game. Is that...
Well, that is a good thing. That kind of fear is a great thing, and you thrive off it.
Let's have a look at a clip. This is, I'm going to say, September the 16th, and it really is. It's a very sophisticated, incredibly suspenseful, very grown-up movie, but it's just kind of sheer class. Tinker, Tailor, Soldier, Spy. It's going to be a big hit, I'm fairly confident. And now, I read somewhere that you do impressions. When you're on the set there, that I think Gary Oldman does some impressions.
He does a very good Ian McKellen, actually.
He does a very good Ian McKellen. And you would do some back in him. You apparently would do a very good Alan Rickman.
I did do an Alan Rickman, yeah.
Could we trouble you for a little of your Rickman?
What would you like me to say to you?
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Now do Rickman's voice as well. Do the voice. And early on, I think, did you slip into a bit of David Tennant early on?
Oh, I don't know, maybe.
I'm not going to stretch that one out, because all my accents go wonky after a while.
I'm not poking you to make you perform it.
I'll do a little bit of you, though.
Roger, Wabbit, Wham Wow, Richmond Common, Waggadly.
That's nothing like me.
It's nothing like you.
And
Was that terrible?
It was terrible. And also, even with that impediment, I still can't get a special parking dispensation, which is a shame. Benedict, it's been lovely to meet you. I'm thrilled to meet you because I've admired seeing you on TV. The film is terrific. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Benedict Cumberbatch.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Benedict. Good work, man. Thank you.